cool am, so that the person when lose the money, when they come back again from wherever they go, you go see that money peak. Where have we gotten to? What is wrong with us? This is the time, this is the time to change this whole thing. Because hearing these people beat themselves up, I'm happy that they're beating themselves up, but it's also very depressing to watch, But again, like I would always say here, let's keep our eye on the ball. All these people, God don't give them assignments. Maybe they do one. Make fire begin to burn them. I talk and say they go carry themselves, beat themselves, come out naked, strip themselves naked. We are yet to see. They're already doing that. It remains small. So for me, I'm going to yield for now. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much, Moyes Kona, for your submission. Because of time, let everybody stick within the 5 minutes so that we can quickly talk about the most important topic today, because this one is very, very vital. After this, the next segment. Let's move on now to Nolly 77. Okay, Nolly, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Please talk to us. Then after you, that will be to Niger.
Thank you very much, Sir Elvis.
Thank you, sir.
I really appreciate you. Thank you for your consistency and your, being a very honest man. I want to, when I listen to the video and see some other video where APC and the PDP, they're accusing each other. What I just discovered is that Nigeria is completely finished in the hand of these people. Why? Because when you look at what they are saying, nobody is saying that no, we are not corrupt. What they are saying is that this person steal more than me. Tinubu steal more than Atiku. Atiku is saying that that the APC steal more than they do. For you to see how they have been looting Nigeria, and nobody ever, people are still Nigerians are still campaigning for these people, clamoring for Tinubu and Atiku. Wherever they go, you see Nigerians in thousands gathering around them. Then I wonder, we that is here in diaspora, we are so much concerned about this election, but those in Nigeria, they don't care. Because you can't tell me that all those people who are running around Tinubu and Atiku, they are all well to do. When you look at them, you see that these are very hungry people. Still, those people who have put them in captivity, they are still running after them. It is very, very heartbroken to me when I look at all those movies. You see millions of people, thousands of people following them, rallying around for them, killing each other for these people. And some of them, they will start be telling us that we know that we are thief, but I'm telling you that this thief is greater than there's something you put in Niger Watch WhatsApp group where you say you never see where a criminal is accusing an innocent citizen. So it was very funny stuff. And it comes to this Kwankwaso matter, when Obi was going for Kwankwaso, I didn't like it. I said something to somebody that time. I say I don't like this man, because this man, the only time I hear Kwankwaso group is when they are doing an election campaign in Kano. And again, even Shakarau was saying it one time that man is very selfish. The reason why he left Kwankwaso group is because Kwankwaso is a very selfish man. He was saying it even before when he was with them. He was saying it even before he left. That Kwankwaso or Kwankwaso, I don't know, is a very selfish man. So him coming to England here to make fool of himself is because he has nothing to offer. He has nothing to offer. The only thing he has to offer is a PhD degree holder. That's the only thing. Because somebody say, let him show me the company where he built in Nigeria. How many people did he employ to his business? Nobody. All those people, they don't have no, the only thing they do in Nigeria is just looting our money and looting our money, looting. So somebody have come, P2B has come to tell them that politics is no more about eating agbado on the street, carrying granite, selling granite, or plaiting hair, or all those nonsense they used to do before. Sucking with straw with a baby in the same cup. Giving the baby all manner of jams. That is now we are talking about what is affecting Nigeria, and none of them can say it because they are not close to people. These people, when I was living in Nigeria, when I was living in Abuja, I lived with my senior brother. My senior brother was a bodyguard to Obasanjo 1999 to 2003. He left. So I was living in the state house. We are living. You see, these people, we that even live in the state house, for you to see them is very difficult. Talk less of the people who live outside. So you see, that is the reason. But P2B is somebody who is very close to the people. He's not scared of people. When you see the way he goes, I think we can't go the way P2B goes. Tinubu cannot move the way P2B moves. Why? Because he have hurt a lot of people that want him even dead as we were talking. But P2B will be going and telling you that nothing will happen, and nothing will happen to him because Nigerian people love him. So this man coming here to tell us that he studied PhD. I have seen a lot of people who have PhD in Nigeria, and their PhD is just like bullshit. When I was working with Siemens, a guy came to do PhD in Sweden. He came, and when he came to do that PhD in Sweden, he came to study about one gas stream turbine machine. Gas stream. There's water stream, there's gas stream. This one, he came to study gas stream turbine machine. And do you know that this guy knows everything? Theoretically, he knows it very well. But when he came to Sweden, he couldn't even identify the machine. The machine was standing right there in his front. They asked him, do you people? Only him, Nigerian student, very smart. I will never forget that thing. Then the professor said, Charles, tell him, show him the machine. Because he knows I'm in Nigeria. I should show him the machine. Then I show him the machine. The guy start coming to me for me to teach, even to start the machine. Where is the starting button? He don't even know. But he studied it, and I know that if they give him mark in Nigeria, they will give him a distinction because he was very smart guy. Well, theoretically, but practically, he didn't know nothing. So when some people are saying that I have education, I have a degree, I have and when I have a PhD, I have this one, doctorate, this one, all those things, to me, doctorate without a character is bullshit. That man doesn't have character. That is why he left Nigeria all the way from Nigeria, flew how many hours? Maybe 5 to 6 hours, come to England and start talking about people.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for
you
your
very much, sir.
God bless you, sir. Thank you. To Nigeria, please talk to us. To Nigeria, it's been a while. Where have you been? It be like say they don't capture you for that.
No, the new year was happening to me. I was just missing my sleep cycle. I was missing the show. So yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, greetings everyone on the panel and the chat and the viewers. Yeah, I saw that Kwankwaso's presentation yesterday, which in principle I'm against them going to Chatham House in the first place. And then he went on to say certain things that, it's just disgraceful. Even before then, I actually disqualified Kwankwaso in my own eyes because of some of the divisive statements that he was making. And because it's quite serious. Some of the things he says is stoke divisions, and he tries to talk about religious stuff, associating it to Peter Obi, and uses some kind of tropes, that, like using that statement when he talked about PhD and traders. What do you think he's referring to? He's referring to Igbo. That's what he was doing, and that is just below the belt. And they like to say that he is he's a legacy for Aminu Kano. Aminu Kano's not like that. Aminu Kano is for diversity, it's for women's rights, it's for the talakawas, the so-called masses. Some of the stuff he says is not helping the masses, it's dividing people. And this is supposed to be somebody that wants to run for the entire country, and his behavior is very unbecoming. I even told the guy that supports him a lot. I told him, this guy is just acting. He says politics. This is not politics. You still have a country to keep together, and that is not for the greater good. He doesn't have to do it. And besides, this thing that we, the way we regard education, I don't understand it, because those masters, they just studied something that they did in the undergraduate level, slightly more advanced level. Then to study even more narrow, then their view narrows to a specific subject matter, and they studied for 3 years. Anybody studied anything for 3 years, they will know the subject. Being PhD, what I found with people with PhD holders is that they don't tend to be very open-minded, and they tend to be more narrow-minded. It's not a criticism. It's good to specialize in one area, but a multitasker or multidisciplinary person tends to create more. This is why you don't see a lot of PhD holders being president. You don't see professors being head of states or ruling the world. They are not, because they are narrow. They have studied stuff to a narrow point. And what I find with them is that when you are working with them, they always think that they know everything, but they don't really. Because they don't know how to branch out. Because of that, their tunnel vision in whatever they, it can be a handicap sometimes. And I think Nigerians need to start understanding the differences between different areas. And I think Nigerians often regard sometimes some of these educated people as almost infallible. This is one of the things about with the ASU strike that I wasn't liking. And people know that these lecturers are sweet on the ladies and all that stuff. They let them get away with stuff. And this guy talking about PhD that he just got how many years ago is unbecoming, and it's because of the culture. That's why he thinks he can say that to brag about. If you are okay, yeah, you're educated, so what? You did water this in engineering, and he studied about how to treat water or something like that. Is that such a big deal? Yeah, it's a good thing that you're educated, but don't use it to insult some other person that is a trader. And besides, a trader takes a lot of risks. Every single time they make a trade, they are taking risks. They could lose. They are making higher level of calculation. What is a PhD person doing? Just reading a subject matter. Then nobody is seeing them because they don't have an end goal. They just write a report. As long as they write a cohesive report, then they get their PhD. Sometimes people really need to go deep into some of all these things and understand what these people truly mean. And this is why in the West here, they don't overstate their position. Yeah, you are a PhD holder. Yes, that's it. But that doesn't mean you are omniscient. So I don't like what he did yesterday. And the only thing I liked that he said yesterday was about the military, police, and all the other security service. He made it clear that he was going to have 1 million and 1 million and 1 million or so. And I think that's something, I know Peter Obi is for that policy, but he needs to be saying it more often, because I fear that the way he's not saying it more often, it's like he doesn't actually intend to do it. And for me, security is critical. And that is the only area I will say that he said things that was proper in that. The rest, he was saying things that were I just didn't like the way he handled the Peter Obi stuff, the way he referenced the guy that asked him a question that's, for that kind of stuff, for me, he's disqualified as a president. He cannot rule the country. Maybe a vice president, maybe a minister or something. He has a lot to give. I've seen that he's done a lot of good work in the North. But this thing where it's like somebody's still stuck in the 80s or 60s or something. No, that cannot ride. You can't have that kind of a leader in the country. So I think he has not done himself a lot of good on that one. I'll leave it there.
Thank you, Tunaja, for making that brief. I would like you to stay with us when it comes to strong analysis on INEC later on, because there are rules that they are trying to bring us right now, which is already a bit scaring. So I want everybody to analyze that together on the next segment. Thank you. All right, Tiobala, my brother, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us once again. Please talk to us in 5 minutes.
Thank you so much. Good
Thank you.
morning, good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you.
Uh, um, I don't really have much to say. I just want to first of all touch on the fight between the APC and the PDP. Like,
Okay.
I think this is the right
Sorry, am
time.
I allowed to talk about the APC? I thought it was just only Peter Kwakwaso.
Okay.
I didn't know I was allowed to talk about APC
No,
stuff.
no. The APC and PDP corruption fight is part of this segment, so you can talk about it.
Oh, sorry. Let me just say something about oh my God, Atiku. That guy, if this topic was not so serious, I think that's the political teddy bear of the country. The guy, I don't know whether he thinks I don't know. This guy has been in politics for 30 years. He comes on TV and admits, oh, my party is not as, as corrupt as the other one. Jesus Christ. That guy, sometimes he comes across as being so naive. Like he was he not the one that said I will make my friends rich and the northerners need a northern candidate and he will list in Nigeria's assets to Arabs. The guy, some of the kind of stuff he says, man, if he wasn't so serious, it's like, is this guy even a politician? What does he think he's playing at? Look, you played that video there and he just said, APC is more corrupt than us. So Jesus Christ,
Yeah, that's what he said.
Nigerians cannot elect this kind of people. It's crazy. It's just
Yeah,
crazy.
that's what he said.
I saw it with my own eyes. Sometimes the way the guy says stuff is so strange.
Let's listen to it again.
It's like he doesn't understand people are watching.
People also accused PDP of corruption, of being corrupt at the time it was ruling.
But we have come to realize that the APC is even more corrupt than PDP.
That's it there.
Oh my God. He didn't just say APC is more corrupt. APC is even more corrupt. He's actually saying.
That's what we
Jesus
say,
Christ. Know how this guy managed to get anybody's vote? Maybe he speaks differently when he speaks in Hausa. So he's able to convince people.
Melaye will come out tomorrow to say that's not his voice. Or that's not his voice.
Oh my God, man. I don't. This is a country where corruption has been a bane in the country, and you're admitting that you are corrupt and still expect to go and run. I don't know, man. I don't see in many countries around the world. If you get to that point where you are just saying you are more corrupt than we are, you can't run. You really can't go on running. And the guy is so funny. I find him funny. I know that Nigerians don't find it funny, but it's like he just gaps and says stupid things constantly. And I'd like, how do the people even vote for this guy? This guy almost beat Buhari once even. How did people vote for this guy? It's only because maybe he speaks differently in Hausa. Because anybody that hears him talking sometimes is like, why? Why are you so corrupt? It's like he's running to be corrupt. He's not even hiding it. That guy will get into office and will be corrupt, and he will defend it. He will back down. And Nigerians, my goodness, if you go and vote for this other person, you're asking for it. Literally, they're asking for trouble. If things go badly, Nigerians will only have themselves to blame for it. He doesn't seem to have he doesn't have any sense of urgency of the situation that the country is in right now, that the entire continent is in. And he's there talking about this one is more corrupt than I. This is a problem. This is the issue. These two people went into Tinubu go to APC and hijack it. He goes to PDP and hijack PDP. And here we are today. We are stuck with only Peter Obi and Kwakwaso as the other two alternatives. And clearly, Kwakwaso side himself because he's a divisive candidate. He cannot rule. Peter Obi is a clear front runner. You can even tell internationally they are looking towards Peter Obi right now. And I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but this is what has happened now because of the way the two political parties have completely screwed the entire thing up. And I just hope it actually pays off, that Peter Obi actually wins. And I'm glad that he's going to the north, because that's one of my concerns, that he's not going to, he's not going to the north enough, because we still need 25%, even if it's from one state there, it's still something. So I'm glad that that those changes are happening in the campaign, and I really hope Nigerians penalize these two parties. The fact that they are coming out openly admit that they are all corrupt. It's just, I don't know, man. They shouldn't even get any vote in a country from corruption. Like, these two people are admitting that they are corrupt. What is the point of voting for them? It's illogical. No matter how much you like those people, they're just going to run your country. That they don't have ambition for the country. Especially, he was him again, Atiku. That guy, I'm telling you, Atiku is for Peter Obi. That guy doesn't have any interest in being president. He's divided his party. He's not making any effort to fix it. He didn't even do not one thing to placate this in the Wiki and his group. Not one thing. And he comes out on TV and
but
saying,
that is how Buhari was in 2019. That's always the thing with these people who felt so powerful from the north. That's how Buhari was in 2019. He doesn't show any interest, and yet, yes.
Buhari got vote from the south. Now, this guy, I don't see this guy getting any vote from the south. The way he's behaving right now, all these governors, they are going to turn on him, and then the corruption all over the place, and he's not doing anything to unite the party. There is no way any divided party is going to win. That's why I think that this guy, I think on the down low, is for Peter Obi, and I feel like if this goes to a third round, and he has to endorse anybody, he's going to endorse Peter Obi. Because for one, after all, Peter Obi was his former running mate. That's my thinking. Because when I look at this guy doesn't look like a person that wants to win any election at all. Come on. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much to Naija. Thank you. Yes, my brother, once again, Tiobala, talk to us. Your 5 minutes starts now.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you to Naija and everyone. I think you have all people on the panel have all said it. I'm only adding, making some assertion as well. First of all, I want to regarding this APC and the PDP fight and the statement made by Tunde Bakare. Someone said on this platform, why didn't it come before now? I think if they have come before now, maybe the tension would have died down. I think it's the right time, in my own opinion, because they're coming out now. They are exposing themselves to the electorate, to the people, that these people are not trustworthy. Remember before now, we have issue of a drug case of Tinubu, certificate saga, article money laundering, and all of these power billion and whatever the billions of money is stole for power sector and all of that. And now this one coming up with Tunde Bakare coming up with his own remark and all of that against Tinubu, or somebody with a questionable character, someone who have a issue with his identity and all of that. It's a reminder of the kind of leader that Nigeria is going to vote for come this February election. With the fight going on between APC and PDP, both of them changing themselves to court or exposing themselves regarding the issue of corruption, I think it's the right time. This is the right time. They should keep on saying it. We need more of that. But like what Omoya said earlier, is really a disgrace on the national issue, having our front runners like the APC and PDP, among the front runners rather, presenting leaders or candidates that want to rule the nation with such an evil or negative remark about them. It does not tell well about us as in the international scene. I think it's very bad, because the reason why we are saying that most of us live in diaspora, the way our leader is in our country, that is the same way they are going to treat us. Today we mentioned what is a Pablo Escobar, whatever. Whenever you hear that word, you know the kind of people are from there. First of all, that is the kind of remark you have to have that negative thought about all these people. Most importantly, that is more reason we as a people, we need to put all these comments or whatever into consideration in electing our leader. Otherwise, that is how you are going to be represented. Regarding Kwakwaso and his own statement in the Charter House, even while watching Kwakwaso in that Charter House or so, when he was presenting the speech, it shows low level of how will I put it, education qualification. It shows low level of how will I put it, commitment or capacity. Imagine you are giving a speech, you bend your head all through, not even looking at the crowd, but that's not even the issue. And you are going for international stage. You could not even prepare yourself, prepare a speech that can last for such a minute. Then you're even rushing and giving you a question, asking you a question. It's able to address question on the national stage and how it's going to affect the nation. You were referring to a specific tribe. Now you are not telling us that you are a PhD holder. The problem we have in Nigeria is because most of us are being driven by title. Most of our education system in the country, Nigeria, are being driven by title, not just a PhD holder, even at the BSc level. If you go to Nigeria university now, people send their children to school just to show to the world, to show to their fellow people or whatever that my son is a graduate. That is all. They will go to school and start blocking. You know what they do. They will never go to class. A motto exam, they will gather material, cram everything, but go to exam. All the journey is just to pass. That is the Nigeria education for you. And we should not use this Kwankwaso statement to generalize. Education around the world is what is driving innovation. You and I are here today able to communicate with each other. Is driven by academians. It's driven by research done by different academia in different field, in different sector, in different countries. It's so unfortunate that a man with a PhD holder is on the national stage disgracing us. That's also that and if you watch very well, even the so-called school he graduated from is 163, is 163rd ranking in India, about 4,189 in the world. It's not even known. Even if apart from that, that is not even the main issue now. Which the issue with this bragging rights, PhD, if I may ask, what research have Kwankwaso done? What research has it done? How has it contributed to knowledge in the area of research? Whether or Nobly said something, how somebody came from Nigeria to come and do research in Sweden and unable to identify one or two machines and all of that. These are the issues we have been facing in Nigeria education. That is the more reason I'm clamoring for.
Kwankwaso got his PhD on water engineering, and Nigeria, we don't have water. Everybody have borehole in their house. So what is water engineering for?
Yeah.
So he should agree that he bought the PhD. That's all.
That is like, see, like, if you even watch, it was even March last year now, just a few months ago, imagine doing a PhD is a very tasky research. You have to submit proposal and doing that proposal, which papers publish, and you have to sit for minimum 3 or 4 years.
But yes, 3 or 4 years. Listen, my brother, we don't have people that checkmate these people. Even though we have them, they can only checkmate commoners. When it comes to these big names, they don't go there. Nobody's going to ask them the question you are asking today because the system has failed. Anybody can just come up and claim anything and get away with it.
The system has failed. The truth, like now, I integrated somebody recently in Nigeria, one of the top universities. We are discussing. These are PhD holder. At least I'm a researcher. We are all in the same field. I was asking. There are so many. All they just need to do, all they are doing in Nigeria is that they'll just go to one university. Maybe they'll do 1 or 2 before they'll say I've gotten a PhD. No research, and even that research, in short, I don't want to be saying because there are so many things. Like what I was trying to point out here, what they care about in Nigeria is just title, just to gain that position. Okay, once you get PhD, go to Nigeria University. What they are doing in essence is that you go and get a PhD. Once you get a PhD, you become a senior lecturer. Once you get a PhD, you become this one and so. And there's no research going on. Our education system is in comatose. There's no correlation between what we have been taught in class and what is happening in the real world. With a number of PhD holder. Yesterday, I was discussing with somebody online. In some university, we are having issue with our immediate environment. And meanwhile, our academics cannot even solve problems relating to our own society. That is the problem we are facing in the country. Please, I must be advised, education is a key, whether we like it or not. And being a PhD or in any research institution, whether PhD or undergraduate, is a key. And not just even going to school. Even you can be in your house, do your own research, do so many things that is very important to the national interest and unity. But we should try as much as we can to revive our educational sector. That is the more reason I will also urge whoever that will come in, Mr. Peter Obi, when he gets elected, he should try as much as he can to ensure that he go to the in-depth and what is happening in our education system. because there are so many things that is happening in Nigeria education system that is giving all this the headache we are facing today, that people are only concerned about the title, not even concerned about what is happening in the society or what about happening in the educational system. Because we are all clamoring, or see, there are so many things happening that we, the Nigerian or the black nation, are lagging behind, and it's as a result of our poor education system in the country. How can you have a system, no light, no internet? You say you are studying or you are doing research. Maybe once, in short, the most important thing is that Nigeria, we should have to be wise. We just have to know the right person that will be there for you. Because there are so many things I would have loved to say here, because it's not important right now. The most important thing is that we should look forward to electing a leader who will be there for you, will be visible. And we as an individual, this is a movement, like I've always said, this is a movement. We should try as much as we can, like what Rita have said earlier. And what are we doing as an individual? What are we doing? How are you calling people around your community? Which call have you make in each day? How are you trying to contribute to this movement? Peter Obi is moving from state to state. They all need money. Please, no matter how, even if it's 1,000 naira, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, it's something. On Saturday, I think they are going to do a fundraising this coming Saturday. At least where they'll be hosting so many things. At least do your contribution. There are so many things you can do. If you don't even have money, you can make phone calls back home. These are things we should be more concerned about. Like what Martina Obaso you said the other time. She said something which is very important. At least we should take all this into consideration. That's why the fact that we did not agree with her in the first place, because it's demoralizing. But we should try as much as we can to reach out to people to identify the Labour Party logo. These are things I will urge each and every one of us to wrap up the campaign space and the movement. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my brother. Before I come back to the next panelist, I have Mr. CM on the phone.
Okay. I wanted to quickly address Mr. Tio Ballard. I just wanted to quickly say, quickly. So I don't think anybody is not is preaching against education. I don't think so. Everybody's just trying to emphasize why we focus so much on the titles as opposed to doing the real work, which you also alluded to. I just wanted to clarify that because of our listeners. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, Mr. CM, unfortunately, your network continues to act like this. Talk to us on the phone, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Niger Watch, and good evening to the usual regulars and everybody. Now, what I want to quickly say, just 2 points. One on PDP, APC, Buzz Boost, the way they call it, and then the one of Kwakwanso. Kwakwanso was just a disgrace at the Chatham House. I say a disgrace because he went there to expose his penchant for primordial sentiments based on ethnicity and religion. That's one, it's a disgrace. Secondly, the issue of saying he had a PhD in water engineering. Well, the thing about what people should know about PhD is that doctorate degree is an evidence that you have made a contribution to the world store of knowledge. In other words, there should be originality to your research. If you are doing a research and it happens that somebody has published something similar like that, they will change it to you. So in the end, particularly if you do it in the science, if it's in the arts or social sciences, you are trying to bring out a concept or an idea or disprove somebody or bring a clear understanding of a philosophy or something. But in the science, they're expecting you that whatever you come out with, it should be applied. You should be able to apply it. That's why after doing a PhD, whatever you do a PhD on becomes your second name. So if and that's why they said for you to, before you are called to defend your thesis, you must have published it. They say something that should be willing. Be something that is, of quality to be published, so that other academics all over during the journal can easily see it and say, oh, this person published this. And if there is if you publish it and there's a rejoinder that, oh, this man stole my work, he plagiarized my work, they can withdraw you, sack, you won't get anything. So you are back to your bachelor's or master's. So I Googled Kwakwanso's, I just said Rabiu Musa Kwakwanso PhD PDF, because you should see it online. I didn't see anything. Then I checked Shada University. Shada University was a university in India, founded one private university, founded in 1996, and from Wikipedia, there was not much going. So these are the type of university that when you pay money, they give you, but they will defend it that they give you. But what did you, I'm not, if you go to Shada University, you may see So's name, because if you pay money, they will defend, oh, they give it to you. But what we want to know is your research, what is your contribution? Did you publish it such that those of us didn't go to India, somebody in California, so yes, so that, yeah, that is the reason. So if anybody who says get a PhD, particularly in science, you tell the person, can I Google it, or do I go to your university? Even if you don't put it online, your university repository, every university has a repository where they put their PhD titles. So if I go there, I didn't see it, it means that you bought it. Because if I see it, then I will now query you on it. Maybe somebody who did water engineering will query. So what So did, if we can take it forward, I can tell you that yes, Shada must have given money, they give you a PhD, but what did you research on? Come and bring your thesis, let us see. So that says that, to me, it's a disgrace as far as I'm concerned. People can come up with the opinion. Then the second thing is this bus boost. You see, if not that, we have to thank God for P2B. Every day we have to, when we pray to God every morning, we say, God, thank you for the gift of life. Then the next thing is, God, thank you for creating P2B. If not for P2B, we should have been forced to choose between Otapia and Sniper. So yes. Can you now see how Obasanjo and Atiku built Bell University in Ota and then American University in Adamawa? And can you now see the deal Tinubu has been doing? In fact, I just want, like Napoleon Bonaparte said, when your enemies are killing themselves, do not stop them. So I wish there will be more revelations, but thank God for P2B. I want Nigerians to really know, even if they are telling you anything about Tinubu Atiku, the fact that this revelation is coming less than 6 weeks to the election is enough for you now to decide that these two are thieves. But we want to know, as time goes on, we will know who is more of a thief than the other. Or as Delo Farotimi put in the Twitter, Delo Farotimi said, Atiku is calling Tinubu a thief. Tinubu is calling Atiku a thief. Atiku is not calling P2B a thief. Tinubu is not calling P2B a thief because thief, no thief. That is the meaning. So on this, on his tweet, I rest my case. But thank God that God created P2B. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. I think someone else were calling earlier on. Let me quickly call this person back because I've got more than 4 missed calls from him. Sheung from Canada. Sheung, thank you very much. You'll be calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I just want to add my voice to what you guys are saying. I think Madam Rita has given all what necessary to be heard. But at the same time, I just want to say, Rabbi Kwakwa, so I'll call him Mana. I don't want to call him a doctor because when I Google his name, it doesn't. I'm an engineer. It doesn't show me anything that was impressive. He just went to Chatham and make a shame of himself. That's what I think. I think Obi went to Chatham and built a reputation again for Nigeria. And these people went there again and destroyed it.
Yes.
And destroy it. Chatham House is for international. Tell them the kind of leader you're going to be. Tell them what you are for Nigeria. Tell them what is expected of you, the quality you have. Instead of you doing that, you went there and you like slandering another person and having what they call pride. If you listen to Morning Show, Abati rubbish him in his style. Abati said he got his own doctorate degree 30 years ago. Mm-hmm. So what kind of doctor is that? This one just got a doctor and is showing it up and down as if that is the end of leadership. But even go further and say, we have about 3 doctors. They were thinking, Mexicans were thinking when you have PhD or a professor, that's when you can rule well or govern well. They tried, 3 of them failed. 3 doctorate degrees that they put in M of our failed. All I want to say to this is that I think we shouldn't lose focus
Thank you.
Every one of us in diaspora that want a good thing for our country should go back, should take people at home, people who can influence, please. Because let me tell you the truth, if Nigeria becomes good, burden reduce on us.
Exactly.
You can't be in a country where you are eating 3 square meals. You will remember your people at home that they're not eating one.
Mm-hmm.
I know what is coming out of my body every month. So I don't need anybody to tell my people that vote wisely, otherwise don't put me in pain again. That's what I want to contribute. Thank you very much. I appreciate you people.
Thank you, my brother.
Oh, yeah, please don't go to the men's level. Don't go to the men's.
No worry, no worry. No worry. We go handle my Moyes corner by 6 p.m. on Saturday. That
I no go there, Mona, because I go give una headache. My
brain. Not there. We go. You person will can't tell you the message will leave for you. Don't worry. They'll tell you because now you say now you don't trigger many people now. All right, people. Thank you very much.
May they come. I go come everywhere you don't talk finish. I'll come scatter the whole place. I go run.
No, 6 p.m. on Saturday, we're going to be doing that. Okay, Mr. Shooks, thank you very much, sir, for your patience. Your 5 minutes starts now.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good evening, fellow panelists and everybody watching us. By the way, Mr. Elvis.
Yes, sir.
Omoye's Corner is going to be your co-moderator on Saturday.
Yeah. You go your run, hide herself.
I go put on dark. The one with dark pass you, Mr. Elvis. I go wear. Exactly.
No, man. Now my yes gonna mean run.
I not go run. I go wear dark shade. Come, 2 of us will go there sit down.
Yeah. Thank you once again for giving me this opportunity. The thing is, I want to talk about Kwankwaso, going to Chatham House. In as much as I don't support Nigerians going to Chatham House or wherever outside Nigeria to campaign or to talk about election. Yeah, but with the level Nigeria have deteriorated under this present government, I see that as an opportunity to redeem the image of Nigeria, which the Agbado man went there and further, destroyed. With Mr. Peter Obi coming there now to make the up, to make the amend to what is done. In order for Kwankwase again to come in and try to rub everything on the mud, it's quite unbelievable. It's completely quite unbelievable because if you look at those who
your background, Mr. Shoes.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but you are distracted. So many noises coming out from your end.
Yeah, I think I'm getting a call. That's why. Sorry about that.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So the issue with all these people who think they are educated, they are very, very full of themselves. What is education? Education is for you to help society. It's for you to to understand the way of life. But they see it as something to brag about. I don't see education as something like, I don't want to repeat what many people have said. What have you done with the doctor? Who have you cured? They don't even know the meaning of a doctorate degree. Who have you cured? What problem have you solved? And you come to brag about it. Today, this is why Nigeria is failing, because they don't understand the meaning of trading. And yet, every morning, those serious businessmen, they tune up their TV to listen to stocks and the trading. And he's not even ashamed. He shows that he's not even educated at all. For me, he's an illiterate. For him to see a trader, and he's talking about that. Trading is one of the oldest career in the world. Our forefathers, they traded. Even when there was no money, they traded. In fact, I'm completely disappointed with his outing there. I wish he had not gone there to put Nigeria, because look at the anxiety. I mean, the joy in people's heart when Peter Obi came to Chatham House to speak. We're not saying it because we are obedient. If you are Nigerian, a true Nigerian, even if you are not obedient, with that statement telling you that your passport is going to be useful again, is that not enough? Is that not enough? That's why I keep saying it. Obi represents hopes. Many people are hopeful today because he is there. Look at the kind of words. Even if he don't do that, that hope alone makes people thrive. So for him to go there and to think, education is the only thing. I keep telling people, right? There's so many people who are creators of wealth in this world. They're not PhD holders. People who create things that move economies of countries. They're not PhD holders. Some of them are not even graduates. There was one time I had a talk with my friend, and he was, arguing about education. I said to him, I am the first teacher to my child. I am. I'm the biggest. Because he started counting before he went to school. He started language before he went to school. I am the first teacher. So if you don't know it today. That education is not something you fix in a particular place. Everything you do in this world comes with education. But how organized is that education? That's the problem we have in Nigeria. And that's why we are not productive. Because we think education is, you just go there, you grab it, you master a particular thing, and that's it. What about the ways of life? What about how it leads you to job creation? How about how it leads you to staying and contributing to the economy? These are the kind of things we talk about when we talk about education. And it pains me that we are just looking at it as just that thing. Education is more broad than we Nigerians will see it. That's the only thing I can say about that. Coming to those two criminals, I said it yesterday. They're not saying they are not thieves, but who steals more is what they are dragging. I said it yesterday. No, I'm the little thief. You are the bigger one. That's what they're doing. And, I don't know. Can people start blaming Nigerians now? How about those who are in charge, who are supposed to take charge of all this? Because even reading this or having this on a pages of newspaper, it's a disgrace to Nigeria as a country. And yet, none of what is it called, EFCC or IPC, PPP, whatever they call themselves, are saying anything about that. We all know that they have ways of, if a Tiku can brag that, but they didn't catch me. They didn't know I have any hand in it.
Please round up, sir.
And yet, it's not enough for EFCC to reopen that case. Well, we are just looking at them. Even if they didn't reopen it now, after the election, we'll see what is going to happen. Because I believe two of them deserve to be thoroughly investigated and, bring to book. I yield here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shooks. Thank you, sir. Mr. Charles Okoli, thanks for joining us. It's your turn to talk to us right now. Can you unmute yourself if you're hearing me? Mr. Charles Okoli, we can't hear you. But before you get ready, I need to move on to the next person.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Where are you joining us from, sir? It looks like this is your first time here.
Yeah, I actually came across the platform. I'm in Scotland. I'm in Glasgow.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, sir, for
I
joining us.
came across the platform and I felt it's an interesting discussion. So I've been listening in. So I just wanted to make a quick contribution.
Thank you so much for your patience.
All right. Okay. So the truth of the matter is that I've listened to Rita, Omoye, everyone speaking about what's going on in Nigeria. It's not been long I left Nigeria. So I would say somehow I still have that Nigerian effect on me. You understand? So the problem is that the rot in the system is beyond the political class, right? I worked briefly with P2B before he became governor. I was in Fidelity Bank at that time. So P2B is one of the finest human beings and business people or businessmen we have in Nigeria. Believe me, the system is so bad beyond the political class. It's just the rot in the system is beyond what we can think about. That is the. So I don't want to dwell so much on that. Each time I watch his campaign, tears drop in my eyes because I wasn't happy leaving Nigeria, to be honest. I wish I can go back tomorrow. When I see P2B, it gives me that hope. In fact, I was telling my family today that if P2B wins, I'm going back this year. I just want to go back to Nigeria, at least even if it's just to go and visit. So the point is that I don't want us to dwell so on Kwankwaso and all these games that they are playing. The truth of the matter is that what Kwankwaso did at Chatham House is the typical Nigerian politician. That is the reality. Other people will do the same thing. There's a research I did last year on what they call cultural dimensions. In Nigeria, that's what they call power distance. If you compare power distance in Nigeria with other countries, Nigeria is ranking 80%. So what it means is that people want to be on top of others naturally. Everybody wants to be the head. People just want to look down on other people. So the power distance in Nigeria is so wide. And there is another one they call long-term orientation. So that long-term orientation is how people think about how do I put it now? How people think about tomorrow. People, as in Nigeria, we don't think so much about what's going to happen in the next 5 years. We don't project too far beyond today. That is what the politicians are capitalizing on because people want what they are going to benefit today and tomorrow. That is what is happening in Nigeria today. People don't project about up to 5 years time, 10 years time. Okay, let me build this. Let me try to build my business. Let me try to build my career. People don't think about those things anymore. They just want what is going to benefit them today and tomorrow. That is why people follow people like Tinubu and what's his name? Atiku. You heard what Atiku said today. It is only people who deliver their polling units that are going to get contracts. So that is what people want to see. So my little contribution here is this. Anything anybody can do to help P2B to win this election. I know there is this town hall app that they've developed. I don't know how many of us have joined into that town hall app because it's actually very important. I'm sure that almost everybody here is not in Nigeria. So, but anything we can do. I have joined my own polling unit on that app. And every day I shout, everybody go and collect your PVC. Because the people that will win this election for P2B is those undecided, those people who have not the undecided, people who have not been voting before. There are millions of Nigerians who don't care about the elections. Those are the people who are going to win this election for P2B. That structure that APC and PDP have been talking about, they actually have those structures. There are people who are on ground who are going to vote for them no matter what you tell them. Those people are there. The people who are going to make the difference in this election are those people who have not been voting. So those are the people that we need to, especially the middle class, those are the people we need to concentrate on and to make sure that those people actually come out to vote. That is what's going to make the difference in this election. So that's just my little appeal. In as much as we to discuss these people, all those things they are saying, those comments they make are what Nigerian. If you go on Twitter now, you see what is happening. Even as we speak, Soludo was being interviewed by Shehu Okimbaloye on the Politics Today. You hear what he's saying about Peter Obi. So these people don't want Peter Obi to come to even third in this election. So we are the ones that are going to make this difference. The political class, the structures that those evil structures they already have on ground, they are all there. So it is those people who have not been interested at that. I'm just repeating it. Those people who have not been voting, you and me, we are the ones that are going to make the difference. So what I'm trying to say is that let's just try as much as we can to encourage our brothers and our sisters groups. Me, I belong to a lot of WhatsApp groups. So just to encourage them to go out and vote and protect their votes. That is the only way all these discussions we're having is going to make sense after February 25th. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay. I really appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to having you here again, sir. Next time, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. The last person that needs to talk to us right now is going to be Natu. But before that, we are going to go live here. Peter Obi is talking to AY, so we are going to bring it here. You know, once Peter Obi is already there, he's not there yet. So they are doing advert and all that right now. So once Peter Obi is on air, we'll switch straight. In case anybody's contributed at that time, that's what I'm saying. We're going to switch straight to live to watch Peter Obi here. Okay. All right. Natu, thanks very much for joining us. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening. My name is Natu. This is my first time here. I've been watching and commenting. I came from Omoye's Corner, so she's always big about Niger Watch.
Live with Natu, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you so much.
I'm here. My pleasure.
Yeah.
You know, I heard everybody speaking, and I just want to say hi to all the panelists and everybody watching. All these people going to Chatham House is a good thing for us. Since Nigerians no great get sense, may they see say the people where they pick, nothing they inside now rotting. So the people carry themselves go international stage to go disgrace themselves. May everybody makukuma see say nothing they there. You understand? So since we no great get sense, everybody seeing what their candidate is doing outside now. If they get into power, they're still going to do the same thing. So now see it for yourself, since you don't want to see one is closer to you. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't even understand why this issue of Peter Obi is even up for debate. Honestly speaking, like I don't even get it. Like, let me ask, if Nigeria is in a state of emergency right now, and it needs urgent care, if your child is in a state of emergency, you won't go say you define Indian doctor, Christian doctor, Muslim doctor, Alpha doctor. You won't pick doctor when you're picking they die. Nigeria is our own right now. She's dying and she needs help. So now not be the issue of we define tribe, we define the most qualified, make it can't save Nigeria for us. You understand? So people saying this, that, no, that's not the issue now. That's not what we're talking about. If they say your Peking guy go say, I don't want no woman touching all my husband, no woman not touch my husband, I want a man doctor. Your husband they die. You see they want from a man doctor, make you come treat your husband for you. Like, does that even add up? If you don't let him make the treat the husband die, they go say now you kill him because you use and do rituals. Because qualified doctor come, you know agree because you want man doctor. That's basically what it is. And another thing is, I've always wanted to ask this question, especially to it's in two sections for Atiku and Agbado's fans in America, or not in America, in the developed countries, right? We know how important education is. My question will be: will you take your hard-earned money and sign or register into a university that is not accredited? Will you? Will you? Because if you go to an unaccredited school, you know the result of it. When you finish, nobody will tell you. Especially if you go to hard courses like nursing and all those healthcare things, they will tell you the school you went is not accredited. You won't do that. You will do your research on every school before you go. So why are Nigerians not doing research on their candidates? And they will sit down and be screaming, Atiku, Agbado, this, that, when we have facts on who these people are. Why is it even up for debate? Like, I'm not getting it. I'm not even getting it at all. And another question that I've always wanted to ask is like, will you give, okay, let's assume so your friend hired someone to build for them, right? And the foundation is not too strong and solid. and your friend told you about everything, then tomorrow you want to build a mansion, you still go and hire that person that don't know how to build. After your friend have told you that this guy built for me, rain come and scatter everything, I don't even get house, you still go bring the person. You not do it now.
No, not to. When it comes to them themselves is going to be spending the money, they won't hire the person. Everybody's just playing selfishness here because they know they're not.
No. I understand the point I'm making is I'm giving this point out to Nigerians, right? So
Yeah.
Nigerians are the people that have. Let's assume now you're the one that have the money and you want to build Nigeria. That vote that you have, that PVC is the money now, right? And you want to build Nigeria. If they say, okay, you want to build your house with your PVC, which is the biggest power that you have, or you give the person that you want to build your house for you, and then you say you want to go and give Abado because he's your person.
Because it's going to be directly beneficial to them, they won't. But at this particular moment now, lots of, in fact, many Nigerians are reluctant to make a vital decision that will be more beneficial to their future. That's what we are seeing now.
And like I posted earlier, I said the seedlings that they're supposed to use to go and farm, so that when time reach to harvest, they go harvest, get better harvest. Like they use chop now. Exactly. And it's really sad. It's really, really sad. And I just need to like open their eyes and see. If you know if you carry your pikin go daycare when no day license, you're not supposed to carry the whole way of supposed to be future of your pikin. The person when no day qualified. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't really understand why Nigerians. I will never understand why this is even up for debate. Like you have everything in front of you. Why are we arguing it? Why? Like this is our future. When my dad took us back to Nigeria in '84, till today I say it every time. It is the best thing that our parents did to us. I want to do the same for my kids, but it's not the same now. I can't try this if I have kids. I can't try with the situation in Nigeria. My dad passed away. I was going for burial. I couldn't mention it till I come back. Me nobody even knows that they are around. That person will see me because of insecurity. That's how we go to run now. No. Nigerians, like, we need to do better, honestly speaking. If we need somebody to like be talking to us at this point now,
very sad. Very sad. This is one of the reasons why on this platform we kept saying that don't send money to anybody in Nigeria anymore. If they are not serious, why must you send?
I save more money this Christmas. Person will not get PVC, no shishi from me.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Exactly.
I don't care.
How can somebody say about their life? Then you are working hard in abroad, sending them money to pay rent, to eat, and do all that, but they cannot stand up to go get their PVC, PVC, or let their PVC, or rather support the rightful candidates. So then work hard for your money. I can't send you my money.
If you go to these developed countries, they have more Nigerian skills, most Nigerian skilled workers than Nigeria has. And if you think Nigeria is good, these people go away. We not go away now. We want to be home. Nobody want to pay rent every month. You know where we come from. You pay rent once a year or for 2 years. If you do that, you don't finish, carry your thing, they go. We don't want to be suffering because you have to go to work because you have to pay bill. No, we don't. But Nigerians don't. You want to carry picking, go quack doctor. You know, carry and go now. So why do you think that these quack doctors will sit down there like they just be in charge of Nigeria? My own point is I will say to Nigerians, sir, person where they cook one measure of rice, not be the same person where they cook one bag. Mona use sense for this one, reason amo. No baby carpenter, be interior decorator. Mona take it, reason amo. Okay. Mona check person where we know say go do work for us and I pick up. This one not be religion or tribe matter. Now work matter we they need now. If now they do this one cheaper because you go get something. Now you go see suffer. This one our foundation. I always tell people that abroad the reason why they get car insurance. Now the reason why we need PR, but our insurance be that. Because if anything happen, we know say we get solid insurance. But those ones, which insurance they won't give us? Nothing now. Nothing. Peter Obi is our insurance. The reason why you get health insurance, Peter Obi. Now be our insurance. So why are we debating that? I just hope, I am praying like really hard because we need him at this point. Like Peter Obi now, the only lifeline will remain for us. And like one of the callers said, like we should be, if we wake up and thank God for waking us, we thank God for Peter Obi because If we didn't have Peter Obi, we'll have been arguing between Tinubu and Atiku. Who will pick? And then what's that? Now you say I know I'm uniform people, but I get soldier and navy who won't marry me. So now the only two people where they I go just pick one, but I still don't want uniform people. Well, at least now we have Peter Obi, so we should be thanking God. We should thank God and put work into it. Not my pastor says they don't go and be praying. Do work. Don't go and be praying. Go and bring PVC and go and vote. But God will help us, honestly speaking.
Thank you so much, Natu, for your delivery right there. You said it all. To be honest, sometimes it gives me headache to continue to repeat myself, especially to those that live back home. I understand they are putting on effort, mashing here and there, but at the end of the day, collecting on PVC right now, you saw what I showcased yesterday, the video. I actually sent, because we showcase a couple of videos here that people are not collecting PVC. Some people do come on air to say, no, it's propaganda, it's APC that is doing that, blah, 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 it's not real video. So I have to send out my own team, to go to up to 3 PVC center to see what is going on. We played the video here yesterday. They are complaining people are not turning up to collect their PVC, even when there's no single queue. One woman testified yesterday saying that she collected her PVC within 3 minutes. There's no single queue and all that. Now, the question is, why is people not turning up? It's a big question. Are we going to continue like this? Anyway, I have someone on the phone. Bob Victor, thank you very much for calling in. You have 2 minutes. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Najawa. Good evening to every guys that are on in the studio now. Thank you all for a very good debate.
Thank you.
And I want to throw more light into the Kwankwan. So I think I've been waiting. I've been so skeptical about Kwankwan. So, and I've been waiting to really know who he is, because he has been hiding. He has been hiding himself in a cocoon for a very long time, and thank God when he finally got to the Chatham House, he revealed himself that he is part of the oligarch that have been ruling in Nigeria for a long time, and is part of the corrupt politicians that are in Nigeria. Because when he started speaking on Obi, I thought he was going to just breeze through it, but when he started making some tunation, he started bringing in tribal sentiment and other things. I look at him and say, is this Kwankwaso or maybe somebody else? So the man has really shown us, and he has really revealed himself, and I finally made a very good decision on him.
Thank you,
and
Mr.
I thank God for it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your wonderful submission. We have to go live now. Peter Obi is talking on live.
Okay.
Let's watch us.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, my people, I'm going to come back to the rest of you shortly. Let's listen to what our principal is actually saying here quickly.
Are going to be asking. I
It's
see
very
is
important
that
to
name.
allow the ladies to talk.
Madam, I greet you
Yes, sir.
specially. Okay, good.
Onyovo area,
Hey, Onyovo, Mavo Jerry.
grand level.
Obu and Tori, on my wife Gary.
In not total at all, mama the verse.
Mama, Oya, fire down.
And Papa, I want verse. Let me para for you.
I
Papa,
tell you no verse. I dey look for job.
you dey look for job, so I want para for you, because na me be area mama, Madam H.O., the advocates of the youth, the advocates of the teenager, and the advocates of the children. I am a voice of the African child. I'm a voice of the African teenager. I'm a voice of our African youth. Permit me to say, Una thief our destiny. Una can't give us hopelessness. Una can't give us poverty and lack. And because we won't survive, we can't become Yahoo.
Which one? What question are you asking?
Don't worry, make I finish. I will ask my question.
The person that has come in, or the person that has been there, or the person that is campaigning to
everybody
come
since 1960. Now that they thief us. They can't turn us to Yahoo boys and girls.
They
turn us to Boko Haram. They turn out to kidnapper. They turn out to all these things where Papa God not create us to be. So as you want, make we give you jobs. So Wes, we want to know your plan for us. Because when Boo Boo go to where for CNN, they ask and say,
why should
the
remove
youth
this woman
population is
now?
growing. What is your plan for your youth population? You can't begin to tell us about climate change. Now that day my hair scatter say, these people not even get us on the agenda at all. And now, before you come,
you need to hear this about things, I must say.
My charity organization, when I heard it clearly from the Lord that I need to join forces to go and build a new Nigeria, I was asking, where do I start from? But he told me clearly, a new Nigeria is possible. So when in 2022, you got to shout a new Nigeria, I know that I hear from Papa God very well. So my question to you be say, number one, make I first confess one thing, no. I know 100% support you. Yes. Now your worry be my man.
Sure worry, yeah.
But all my children gravitate to you. And as a good mama, when I be, I support my children anyhow.
Show your children.
But my question be say, waiting I don't support you first. You tell me, say, I think will be your mentor. How can somebody, when he spend our 16 billion, he pay company 16 billion, they can't give us darkness. You say now your mentor. How can somebody when say 90% property
we need some
for free
here, please.
And don't property collapse? People when they do work for them, they become jobless and hopeless. You say now your mentor, so you can answer me that question. Then the other one when I'm not like you tell me that if you enter office, you not go probe these people when thief everything from us. My question to you, Augusta, when they apply for our job,
he needs to hear these things.
Your company, you can't give out to people since 1960. They call the manager thief and so that your children can't lose hope for life. You can't get opportunity to collect them back. You say you not go put people in play, make it they collect our money from there. That is one question. Then the other question be say,
hey, wow.
Una a senator
he's even smiling. He knows he's here with food today.
Peter Obi go cash on, no worry.
Money one they put for education. And yet now education now be the future of our children. Where do you go do about that salary?
If he is frustrated like everyone else, he's not going to have problems with the question.
Then how can they spend only 8 years for office? They go collect pension for life. And yet my papa and mama, when he suffer for 35 years, una not they pay them. Even the peanut one that they pay them for retirement, they go queue up, can't even die in the process. Who does that? So you see this money when they keep them for House of Assembly, when they make them they thief, they do everything to enter into power. We want slash and down to minimum wage. Every allowances, we go put them for police. We go put them for military. We go put them for school. Go look at our school. Children go they sit down for inside water, they go primary school. Is that sellers when you go school? Now so primary school be.
But it's okay now. The question is
nice they do.
I saw she they go on. No, it's not gonna be easy.
But why need to control this now?
I
think it will.
Now two Naija people. As a leader, you have to tolerate everybody.
Yeah, I think the moderator should scare her.
The aggression is not needed.
Leave me, my brother.
Oh, my question.
You listen, my brother. There's a grace.
They should leave her. They should leave her to talk. Maybe she talk. Peter Obi needs to like that.
He needs to hear it. Yeah.
When Obi is tired, Mr. Obi will come in.
Yeah, he will be dreaming about her.
Everything when we need to become a great nation, Papa God give unto us. But our case can't be like the woman when they sell wrapper for market. If they come, children come, they wear.
See some of the lamentations of Nigerians now. He needs to hear it.
Can you let him answer the question? Huh?
I'm making answer.
They have to remove her.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Excellency.
He said Jesus.
Mama,
They have to cool her down now.
If I
They have
know
to cool her
I
down.
for not end, you know, say it's that time don't they up. Let me say I did one time. If I don't say someone they come.
That's how you. It's a good sign.
Let's listen. When we want to end them, this guy. I'm so. I'm gonna pass this interview.
Voila. Hey, show.
I'm gonna pass this interview. Go. Okay. Mama, make a try small. You have every right to be annoyed. You have every right to be upset. We're all upset. The country has all the potentials of being a very great nation. And it's a great nation. This country have helped South Korea to pay salary. Malaysia is thriving today, but Malaysia once came here to take our palm oil. In 2021, Malaysia, despite having a population of less than 50 million, living on about 290-something thousand square kilometers of land, or about 300,000 square kilometers of land, did export about $290 billion, when our own was just about 30. So we're just doing 10% of what they did. That's why I said the country is not productive. It's not productive because over the years, the country has become a case where criminals have taken over. And all they do is to steal whatever it is. And they're stealing it today. That's why I've shouted that those who are stealing our oil are people in government. Those who are stealing our commonwealth are people in government. And that's why we want to stop subsidies, stop everything, and deal with it. I've said we're a failed country because we have not invested in education and everything. What I want to do, and I want Nigerians to trust me, is to stop the stealing. And that's why I give an example. Using Anambra State, nobody since this campaign started have challenged anybody to go to Anambra State, where I served as a governor, and see whether their money is missing. I've been the only governor who have served a state in Nigeria, apart from Yaradua, I left about 5 billion naira. I left 75, equivalent of 75 billion. Even if anybody wants to doubt, I left in cash $150 million, which you know the equivalent of what it is today. At 600 naira, that is 90 billion. And I had yielded some interest. And at the same time, I left in naira over 30 billion. And nobody put a gun in my head. Every other person who left office the time I left had gratuity or pension. When they brought it for me to sign, it is on record. But I told my speaker, I served the people of Anambra State by the grace of God. It wasn't my power that I came there. I came by his grace. Whatever I am today, it is by grace of God. It's not by my power. And I will never abuse God's grace. And I'm going home and I can say it to anybody, Anambra State government has not bought me a bottle of water since I left office 9 years ago. It's there. Nobody has paid me one kobo. Every other place, they change their motto, they do anything. So that's what I want to say. I never said I support the thieving. That's what I want to stop, and I'll stop it. What I said is that if you're not stealing, your wife and children are not stealing, those around you are not stealing, you stop it. I serve the bank. You can go and ask the bank. I have never defaulted in any loan. I have never taken their money. I was a director, chairman of Security and Exchange Commission. It's a federal government agency. You can go there and ask them every allowance, everything they paid me, whether it's housing, anything, motor, everything, I did not take it. They're here in Abuja. You can go to them. So I've remained that consistent. And I don't intend to change from it. It's even more critical now. I didn't say I will not probe or jail those who have stolen money. No. What I say and I stand by it, if you close your shop and chasing thieves, by the time you come back, you would have lost what is remaining in the shop because they will expire and you lose customer. I'm a trader. Your shop has to be open and you're getting more customers. And you make sure that you're selling the existing goods and don't spend more time in chasing thieves. Because whatever a thief is stolen, some of it they have spent, there's a likelihood you will not recover everything. I'll be very careful. What I want to stop is stop people from stealing any longer. Look at the government that came in and said they want to chase thieves. People stole more. I want to stop people from stealing any longer and then focus on tomorrow. No matter what you think Nigeria have lost, there's more that you can get for tomorrow. I'm a believer in tomorrow. Those who are consumed by yesterday and today will miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is the only dynamic thing. I want to change Nigeria by doing the right thing. Imagine if the present government have drawn the line, like I always say, and use the resources, including the borrowed resources, to invest in the future. It would have been far better. In 2015, we were owing about 15 trillion. Our per capita is about 2,550. Today, we're owing 75 trillion. Our per capita is 2,000. I would have doubled that by focusing on tomorrow. I want to fix education. I want to fix health. And that is why I said I'm not going to be consumed by tomorrow. So don't close your shop and be chasing thieves. Look at it tomorrow. God did not give us eyes to look back. He gave us eyes to look front. Everything I've learned in my life, whether to drive or to bicycle, they'll tell you, look forward. And I've always looked forward. I don't look back, no matter what happens in the back. As for the person that said is my mentor, it's not a problem. Atiku remains a respected senior brother for the rest of my life. Even if my senior brother has his own fault or anything, he remains my senior brother. And I always respect him because God allowed him to be my senior brother. And I respect that. What I said is that in this business of politics, that I pass through him. If you are apprentice in what we call Igbo type of trading, you learn from too many people who have grouped you up, and when all of them goes, they settle you. You start the same trade and everything. You might not sell the way they are selling their own. You might be selling differently, you know. So that is where to go. I passed through his hand. I learned things from him. I respect him. I have so many things, and he will remain so. There's one or two other people who I passed through their hand. I learn what they're doing. All combined, I'm selling my own in my own style. I don't question how they're selling their own, but I remain respectful of their own distance. We're all looking for customers. It depends on who the customer wants to buy. If you want to buy obedient, here I am to sell it to you. If you want to buy a ticket, he sells it to you. You want to buy a million cup, he sells it to you. So we have our product with their names clearly spelled. Whichever one you want to buy, it's it. I'm selling my own.
Okay. Omobola.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. It's good to have you here. Thanks so much for being very, very decisive and precise about all the things you plan and you intend to execute once you get into office. You mentioned something severally about the CBN not being our problem, that it's the FX and stuff like that. Well, I studied adult political science from the University of Benin, and it's quite bothering and concerning that, like you said, competence is what we lack, and we need people with passion that are patriotic in the leadership position. But over time, we've had people from every ends of our affair just getting political offices and political positions. So I graduated from school. I didn't wait for the government. I decided to start my own business. So I'm into entrepreneurship, sir. And first thing this year, 2023, that it's my business first. And I'm speaking on behalf of a whole lot of Nigerian youth right now. Was CBN restricting card payments through MasterCard, Visa card? I'm sure I'm not a whole lot of businesses have been suffering from this. And you mentioned CBN is not a problem, but their policies keep on hindering entrepreneurship. Because, okay, so we couldn't get jobs, right? And we couldn't get the right set of things we felt like we deserved. So we decided to create our own. And we decided to keep our heads under us. We decided to survive. But when we have things like card restrictions and startup limitations bordering into the existence of our businesses, sir, Mr. President, what are the steps you intend to take? First of all, tackling these policies that discourage startup creation and lucration in Nigeria, because that is the reason why a whole lot of youths are leaving. I myself, for the first time in my life, I started considering leaving because I'm like, almost share this business go work like this. You know, you can't really even dream 5 years into the future, 10 years into the future. That's my question, sir.
Thank you very much, my sister. Let me tell you why I said I didn't say CBN is not a problem. I said the physical, you know, CBN is supposed to be driving the monetary policy. The physical space is the government. They're actually in charge. What CBN is doing now, which is why they're having to do what they're doing, is that it's like, you know, the way we are in Nigeria now, that the physical space is weak. It's like when they remove the people who are supposed to bring a particular wing, which is more important than everything, and then a situation where maybe in football, you've removed the people who are supposed to be first 11, and you just bring second place, that people running all over the place doing the work. CBN is a monetary space. It's not doing what the physical side is supposed to be doing. So they are not into farming, into manufacturing. Nobody actually knows what who is doing what. And they're
Exactly.
trying to survive because they are not the right signals. What drives a nation is the physical space, because that's where the elected president is. That's where the elected people are. They are the ones that will decide where they're going. While the monetary people are independent, if you look at here down, CBN is not only doing the monetary thing they're supposed to be doing. When they brought rice paddy in Abuja, the rice farmers said they remain grateful to the CBN government. They didn't even mention Minister of Agriculture. They didn't even mention the Bank of Agriculture. CBN has nothing to do with the rice paddy in the real sense of it. Thank you. But because those who are supposed to do it are not doing it, they now find themselves cultivating rice or supporting rice farmers. It's like now today they say NNPC is not constructing road. NNPC is a company owned by government who is supposed to generate revenue, give the government to be shared in the 3 tiers of government. So if they have tax, they are not, while Valentine and company can go to use go for tax this thing to use it to construct road, a company owned by government cannot go the same thing and be given the same approval. They are not into road construction. So the whole thing is muddled up, and we're trying to fix it. What we want to do is to start doing the right thing. And that's what I said. If I'm here, people will stay in their wing, play their wing, be supervised to doing their wing. And if there's a problem, you deal with it. Because the country is going through too many problems and lack of clear leadership, people are doing what they're not supposed to do. So CBN is not the problem. People say, oh, God, it's actually trying to help. But it happened because the people who are supposed to play other wings are empty. It's like they've given them, they've run out of, they're not no longer in the field. So it's one playing back, forward, goalkeeper, everything. It can work. You need to get people.
Excellency.
Yes.
Excellency. My producer is already saying to me that even if Mr. Peter Obi wants to stay, you are supposed to be a professional and let this man, allow this man to rest. He's been working all day.
Without the mama question, said, yeah, and they look for run away because before another one like that. Another one like that. I feel like I lose this job.
No, but we have directed them to send all the questions. Well, we're going to put your handle up again. So we've directed most of the questions that we have. We'll forward to your inbox or DM to look at. So
I beg, consider me for the one where I don't answer for this job. Don't go bring another mama question. If you bring that type of question,
no, mama. But the way you handled it, also I learned from it. What it means is that you understood the problem. I mean, a lot of Nigerians are not happy. Excellency, a lot of Nigerians are hungry. A lot of Nigerians are frustrated.
They have every reason to be.
They are frustrated. And sometimes we even extend the frustration to ourselves. And it's becoming an issue. Before we start killing each other over people that are stealing all the money and everything, we need to collectively decide and look clearly and more inwardly for the person that is going to take that seat. The person that is going to take that seat is very, very important to all of us. And
that's why I've insisted that everybody have to come and answer. Everybody should be interviewed for the job, not through via spokesperson. There's nobody who campaigns in the Western world through spokesperson. Every Nigerian knows Obama. Why do you know Obama's spokespeople? You know Biden's spokespeople?
No.
Have you ever seen anybody that say is Obama's spokesman or Obama's spokesman or Biden's spokesman? It's only in Nigeria that the person is campaigning, applying for a job, and is doing through via this thing. That's why I said that this year's election will be based on character we can trust. Everybody has to come to you, say his name, his age, schools he went to, possibly produce his certificate, call some classmates so we know exactly where the person is coming from.
That makes a lot of sense, Excellency.
Because the character we can trust.
It makes a lot of sense. Now we're going to be rounding up, but I am very, very tempted because the Common Sense Sisters are here. They are a major part of the AY show from Canada. I want to quickly hear from the Common Sense Sisters. I'll be biased to get them on board because of who they are and the contribution that they have, brought to the AY show over the years. Our Common Sense Sisters, how are you?
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Yes.
My amigo.
Brando.
My president. Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Peter Obi. I'm not your sister. I'm your daughter. Please, I'm your daughter. Okay. The age difference is clear. My name is Ella. I'm one of the Common Sense Sisters, and my sister will join me shortly. And I'm just calling in to appreciate you. I'm not going to bombard you with questions tonight. And like AY said, we're rounding up to. I was at your town hall meeting in Toronto on August 28, 2022, this past summer, and you were gracious enough to wish me and my sister a happy birthday. So I want to thank you for rebranding Nigeria. I want to thank you for restoring hope in Nigeria. I want to thank you for showing us what leadership is and what leadership in service means to the everyday Nigerian. I love how realistic you are. My sister is joining me now. I love how realistic you are when you say that you will not be able to solve Nigeria's problem all overnight. And this is because everybody needs all hands on deck.
Everybody.
Part of the questions that this is my sister Yo-Yo.
Hi, Mr. President, incoming
President.
President.
Mr. President. Yeah, we call you Mr. President to the House. So we're all the way in Toronto here, so we won't have the opportunity of voting in the next elections because we don't have our PVCs, and also because the aspirants cannot vote from abroad, which we believe, and you have promised us in Toronto that once you get into office, you will be able to restore that hope for us in the diaspora. Yes, it will never happen again.
You must vote.
We must vote. We want to thank you because
Kenyans vote from abroad.
So
is Ghana.
Yes.
We're giant of Africa.
Yes.
This giant must be giant. Or it chooses a position.
Exactly. Exactly. You make us
proud
to be Nigerians, and you make us happy to be able to hold our Nigerian passports. Whenever we go out and we say my country is running for an election and a man that we're campaigning for rigorously is Mr. Peter Obi, we are able to show people, we're able to show them your track records, we're able to show them everything that you've done, all your universities, your education, as well as our incoming Vice President, Dati Yusuf Baba Ahmed. We want to thank you for restoring hope to the Nigerian youth. On October 20th, 2020, we lost hope in Nigeria because of the events of the EndSARS. But your emergence and your ability to listen to Nigerians and to listen to the youth most especially, even before some of our parents listen to us, is very, very, very much appreciated. We want to thank you for carrying yourself with grace throughout this campaign, with poise throughout this campaign, despite all the efforts to stain your white. Even though you wear black most of the time, you remain unstained. We want to also thank AY for bringing you to this platform. It's very, very important. There is no leader on earth that has campaigned locally and internationally. You do it all with grace, and you behave as if you don't have any energy lost. But we know how time-consuming this is. We want to appreciate you for always having an open ear to listen to the questions and the plight of the people. For example, the mama that called today, she's an example of the plight of the Nigerian people, be it boy, girl, father, mother, children. You were patient, you laughed, you were eating your groundnuts. Even the curtain behind you is green, white, green, showing how much passion you have for Nigeria. We thank you so much, Mr. Peter Obi.
Common Sense Sisters, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my daughter.
Yes.
I'm really grateful, and I look forward to future interactions, because you know what I used to tell people. Don't go away after the election. If I succeed, that is when the work has begun for everybody. AY, including you.
Exactly.
That's when we need to start talking to the president. We've abandoned people here who think that once somebody becomes a president, the job is there for him. That is when we need to start forgetting and say, "Okay, Peter, this is not what we promised you." So he said we'll go be on the right road. I think we're not in a don't turn around though. This motor not the go direction where you say go again. What is happening? If we can do this, we stay in check with our leaders. It will work. Anyway, thank you very much. Since you say your
yes, so I was just coming to get your last words for the night. Even members of your team, I've been trying to. My phone is buzzing because they know you, that you have capacity to go on and on and on.
No,
I see a lot of people.
Capacity. I was wanting you to say you are now employed, so I can go home, but you refuse to say that. So I want to see whether you are still looking for more. But let me again say
the employment allowance comes on the 25th of February, where the confirmation will come with all the guarantees that you expect. And I am wishing you all the best personally. And last words for people watching all over the world right now is important, so that it will be documented that you came here, and will be able to say tomorrow that they also came, they saw, and you are conquering.
Well, thank you very much. For me, I've gone to campaign all over the states of Nigeria, not all over the states. I'm touring the states now. And what I tell them in every state, that this year's election should not be by ethnicity or tribe. No tribe, no ethnic group buys bread, rice, or food cheaper. None of them have security. Everywhere is insecure. None of them have uninterrupted electricity. I've even gone to a place like Oshobo, where our electricity is supposed to be the hub of our electricity. Oshobo is using generator everywhere. I was in Niger today, where we're supposed to have so many of our facilities. They are using power. So no ethnic group is spared. It shouldn't be by religion. I told them in Niger today, show me a mosque where they sell bread cheaper. Christians will go there and buy bread, come out and continue their worship. Show me where Christians buy bread cheaper. Muslims will come and buy. So it is not about religion, it's about tribe. I told the Emir of Mina. And even the Kali Church in Dubai was built by Emir of Dubai. And it's a Muslim. So it is time they stop this deception in Nigeria. Those who are stealing and ruining us use all these things to win the election. Unfortunately, those they ride on their back or use their cynic sentiment or religious sentiment to win immediately becomes their first victim, because today those who are suffering more are those who have supported them. It shouldn't be by my turn. It's nobody's turn. Nigeria is not a private company. It is the turn of Nigerians to take back their country. And they must look out for three things. One, we must look for a character we can trust. And the beginning of that character we can trust is that we must know the person's name and ensure that that is his name. We must know his age. There's nothing wrong even if he made a mistake where he made a mistake of saying I'm 30 when he's supposed to be maybe 31 or 32. That might be a mistake. But when he becomes 40 or 50, then it's not a mistake, it's a deliberate act. We must know schools he went to, secondary school with classmates, universities, certificates, and everywhere he has passed, and places he has worked. I want people who have proven record of we worked here, we worked here, we worked here, and everything, and people can go there and verify. It must be based on competence. The person must be competent. Somebody who is qualified. We're tired of this allowing a conductor to be the driver when the drivers are conductors. No. We now want to employ the right person. It must be somebody who has the capacity to do the work, and it must have compassion. So we will know that when there's flooding, when people are living in IDP camp, they're supposed to visit them. As long as Nigeria has been in IDP camp, we're all in IDP camp. So the person must have compassion and be able to deal with issues and everything. And above all, this job requires physical and mental energy. It is not a retirement home. And it's not a place you can stay to give sign. You need 30 hours, 24 hours a day to deal with Nigerian issues today. And I believe, and I said to people, Nigeria is worse today than when it was when Obasanjo took over in 1999. I said with dozens of this thing. However, if he was able to do something, having come from the barracks, I believe I'll do better because I come from a background where I've created wealth. And I'm all for it. And I ask Nigerians, give Dati, Baba Ahmed, and P2B a chance. I'll build a new Nigeria. Thank you. Of course, you know where to vote. Mama, Papa, Pikin, who voted umbrella, elite. Who voted broom, they swept us away. Now we want to vote human being. And I'm sure it will work. God bless you.
Thank you very much, and God bless you real good. And as we're rounding up, I want you to know that Nigeria is indeed blessed with different talented human resources. Now, this is a young talent. We're rounding up with this. He made a painting of you. I don't know if you've seen it. We're going to quickly put up that painting and round up with it so that you get to see it on the show. And I believe my producer. Yes, so many. And those of you online that we couldn't bring in, please don't be upset with me. I mean, time is not a friend. As a matter of fact, you can't be upset with me. I'm not looking for the job. I am here to support the job seeker and to get to his destination and get the job done. So, which is for all of us as well. So, sorry, please pardon me. We can always do this again and again. Whatever questions you have, we are going to forward to His Excellency to look at his spare time. And according to Mama, let this not be another form of regret, of which a lot of Nigerians are praying. And so shall it be in Jesus' name. Amen. And Rata Amushe has said it all. We are very hopeful that a new Nigeria will come in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you. Nelson from Europe. Sorry, we can't have you. CM from UK. Sorry, we can't have you. And of course, I see who else do I have there? Adama Ogu. Sorry, we can't have you come.
The way we are going to do this is that we are going to end this show. We are going to go live before I end this. I don't want you guys to end and then you're going to be waiting for me. So I'm going live now in 1 minute, and I want everybody, as you are still here, click on Naija Watch. Just click on Naija Watch. If you can see the live, just be joining that while we are still live here in the next 5 minutes so that we can take our reaction comfortably. If not, I'm going to end up rushing people here and all that. I don't want our reactions and these all to be together. I don't know if that makes sense. My panel.
Yeah, it does. Are you going to be posting the link right now on the
Naija Watch? Are we supposed to stay online now? Like us in the panel, we're supposed to stay, right?
No. You're going to be here. I'm going to post a link to join the other live right away as we are talking right now.
Oh, on the
But
chat session. Okay, okay, I get it.
yes. What I will do, I will prioritize my panelists first, because if I put the link on the public space, you guys here, I might lose some of you. You get what I mean?
You go write our
Yes,
name down,
got you.
because
Yes.
many people will join quick, like CM will want to run and enter,
Yes,
or Mr. John E.
So what I'm going to do now, on the private chat, I just posted the link there. Click on it to join the new show. As I'm going live there right away. Join that one right away, and let's talk about this. Trust me, I can't wait for this. Guys, I've created, if you are watching us right now, click on it, my people, to join us on this live. We are going live straight away right now. In fact, we are already live. We are already live on the other one. Refresh on Niger Watch. If you can see this, we are already live. You know, just refresh. We're already live on the other one. Refresh and join us. So I'm going to end this particular one now. I can see we still have about 500 people watching us. Please join us on the other one. Let me post the link. Let me post the link right there for you, 1 minute, so that you can know where we are. You know, let me post the link quickly on the comment section, so you know where we are. Okay. The link have been posted on this live, the first live. I've posted the link. Click on it. Join us on the second live. Let's talk comfortably. I've posted it right there. So I'm going to end this right away. Let's talk about this, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much. Yes, we need more people to join us. So I've posted the link right there. Please join us, and let's do this together. So let me post a link on the public space now. I'm going to post a link on the public space so that others can join us, because I'm not sure if all our panelists are already.
And Watch, please, can you post a link on our platform, on our WhatsApp platform, please?
Others will use it to come in. You are still going to miss out. You'll miss out. Can't you see the link?
I'm trying to. It's okay. All right.
Okay, let me put it. I want to put it on the public space. Please grab it straight away. I want to put it on the public space now, because if not, you might miss out. Once it's on the public space, everybody are just going to take it straight away. Hold on, let me put it on the public space and pin it right there. Alex, don't tell me you miss it too. Okay, I posted it on the public space, the new one. I posted it on the new live, Alex, on the new live, not this old live. So click on it, join us. So I'm ending this one right now. Thank you very much, my people. Thank you. Live with Natu. Please join us on the other side. You guys are still joining the old one. Okay, let me end this one sharply. Let me end this one sharply so that I wouldn't confuse. Oh, okay. I think I need to end this one. Everything is confusing.